Hello, I'm Natasha Foreman. Welcome to the Breaking Bread with Natasha podcast, where I share daily devotionals from my namesake blog, so you can listen on demand to spiritual messages inspired by God's love, as expressed in the Bible and other religious texts. You can read along at breakingbreadwithnatasha.com or sit back and take in the word. Either way, I'm blessed to have you break bread with me. Without further delay, let's begin today's message. Welcome back, Breaking Bread family. This is Natasha Foreman. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's a pleasure and an absolute privilege to be here with you. Let's look at the book of Proverbs, chapter 28, line 2. And the translation that I'm reading says, when a country is rebellious, it has many rulers. But a ruler with discernment and knowledge maintains order. We elect officials to help govern this land from a human perspective, to provide a human touch to life circumstances that we created generations before and we make worse for generations to come. Yet we only support these good intentioned officials in the early days or when our specific needs are met consistently. We don't consider the thousands and millions of individuals this official must take into consideration with every decision made, because in our twisted minds, he or she should be able to do all things for all people, starting first with us. That is also why, out of desperation, we elect people who don't have our best interests at heart. They tell us what we want to hear so that we vote for them. They even pimp us out to get more people to vote for them. And once in office, they pursue their original plans that serve the interest of the few and rob the masses. They're driven by fear, greed, and ego, and we are merely collateral damage. As puppets of the enemy, they align with like-minded people and claim to be sent by God to save us, all while enslaving us. Yes, they need to be removed from office, but guess what? We put them there. Whether through our vote or through our indifference and lack of civic engagement, we allow them to rule over us. We create idols and pseudo-messiahs and forget that only God can do all things, be all places, see all things, and have the power to change the impossible to possible. Our lack of commitment and devotion to God clouds our thinking and our understanding of human government, and that man is limited even as a pure reflection of God. If we want to see change in our neighborhoods, communities, cities, counties, states, regions, countries, and throughout the world, we must be the change and bring about the change we want to see. We must have the discernment, clarity, discipline, vision, and faith to see the truth and not pursue people and things that are not co-signed and vouched for by God. If God ain't in it, neither should you. Stop being moved by the flesh. It's the very reason why the father of lies can manipulate you in the spirit. If we were spiritually grounded in God, we would see and speak his truth and rebuke all that is not of and from him. If we were fully aligned with God, we wouldn't elect the con artists and criminals who work to destroy the least of God's children and anyone who would dare protect them. If we were on the right side, none of us would be collateral damage, because we wouldn't have people in office that would risk our lives. We wouldn't be operating out of fear, because we would be driven by faith. Stop chasing down idols and wannabe messiahs. Stop being so desperate to be led by mortals. Seek God in your proper alignment with Him. Listen to Him, not people who claim to be His representatives. You wouldn't have to second guess if you had a strong enough relationship with God to just ask Him directly. If something doesn't feel or look right, it probably isn't. Take the time to ask God for direction and focus. Strengthen your relationship with Him by spending time with Him. Don't think that God doesn't have a plan in the works that hasn't solved every political move these corrupt players have made. Don't think He won't bring justice. Don't think He won't reward His faithful servants who try to dismantle the systems built on lies. Support Him through your faith. Walk with Him. Talk with Him. Be like Him. Will you join me in a moment of prayer? Perfect. Here we go. Father, I pray for my family, community, state, country, and the world. I pray that the pain, chaos, conflict, fear, hate, and rebellion would cease to exist and is replaced by peace, contentment, joy, love, and mutual respect. This isn't me wearing rose-colored glasses of naivete. This is me having a greater vision than what's before me. I still have hope. I still have faith in you. I know your ability to warm every heart, lift every spirit, heal every wound, cure every disease, make the crooked straight, and bring order to mania. I know that there are more forces supporting your plans than defying them. I also know that you don't always intervene in human matters because even that decision brings order. Everything aligns with where it's supposed to be, when it's supposed to be. What we create, we must also face and be accountable to, and only through learned lessons do we choose to refrain from making the same mistakes, the boldly ignorant decisions, and the blatant acts of defiance. So today, just like every day, I pray and believe in a better tomorrow, a better world with better opportunities for all. Use me for your glory. In your name I pray and praise. Amen. And with that, family, I pray that you are blessed, that you see and embrace your blessings, and that you too are a blessing to others. I love you. Take care.
Hi, family. If what I shared in today's message resonates with you, I hope you will share it with others. Feel free to leave positive comments and reviews on my site, breakingbreadwithnatasha.com, and through whichever podcast provider that you're listening to me. Each day, I work to be a better steward and servant. I hope you will join me in sharing God's love and truth and rebuking the enemy's lies. Now go out there and make today an awesome day. I love you all.